What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another live here on my channel. For those of you that may be new, my name is Christoph, also known as One Man, Three Hearts, and this is our Defining Happiness Live. So let's talk. Guys, I just also wanted to come on and say thank you so much for all of your prayers and support yesterday as I went through my medical procedure to check my heart. I will be updating you guys on how that went, let you know exactly what the procedure involved and why I had to go in yesterday, as well as some other random things that happened to me earlier in the week. For those of you that have seen my community posts, then you should have seen the post where I was in the hospital bed getting my armpit looked at, so I'll be elaborating on that a little bit as well. So we got lots to discuss today. I'm happy to be with you, happy to be feeling so much better. I did just get home from dialysis, so I am a little bit winded, but nonetheless, I just wanted to come and hang out with you guys for a little bit regardless. So again, welcome. I see Lucy Cat is in the chat. 320 Dance is here with us. Thank you so much. 320 Dance says, hope you feel better today. I appreciate that immensely. Jite! 22 years ago. Sorry, I won't be able to join this live because it's late night here in India and I need to get some rest. Okay, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your night. And just know that we will be back again tomorrow night for our comedy night special here on One Man Three Hearts at 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time. And then Sunday morning, we're going to be a little bit earlier at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Time because I am going to be out that day celebrating a friend's memorial. But I would love to see you guys in tomorrow night's live as well on Sunday morning. Chase, what's going on? How are you? I'm good, buddy. I'm feeling good. I had my procedure yesterday, and I'm very thankful that that is done and over with, and that I'm back at home. So that's all good news, and I'm feeling good. Dialysis was not too rough today, so I'm always grateful for my treatments that happen to be relatively smooth. I have all the obvious still feeling a little bit wiped out and just a little run down and tired. But aside from that, I am feeling really strong and good to go. Lucy Cat, yes, I am. Thank you, honey. I appreciate it. Thankfully, everything is good. Everything went really well yesterday, and I'm going to elaborate on that for you guys in today's live. Let you guys know exactly what was involved, why I went in, and a little bit more about my results. So, welcome everybody. Happy Friday, TGIF. It's always so good when we've made it through another week. I hope that you guys had a wonderful week, and I hope that you will have an even better weekend ahead. Chase says, where's Paris at? Is she in the living room? No, she's actually right here with me. She's laying right between my legs. So, fun fact, whenever I come home from dialysis, especially because I haven't seen her in a few hours, she tends to stay with me. But I also feel like she just knows that I've gone through dialysis treatment because she's very clingy when I first get home. She's always licking me and, like, I don't know, doing little things to try to make sure that I'm safe and comfortable. And I feel like she just likes to keep me company after treatment. And yesterday also, she definitely knew that I had a procedure just because the area that I had my surgery done, she kept trying to sniff it. I was trying to like lick it basically to heal me. And I just thought it was the cutest thing when I got home. She literally did not leave my side until early this morning. So I just feel like animals in general are very in tune with us and what's going on with us. But I feel like my dog, I don't know, I feel like God placed her here specifically for me because from the moment that I got her, I just feel that we've been really bonded and strongly connected to each other. And she's just like the perfect fur baby for me, One Man Three Hearts. Jack, yes, we are, buddy. This is a real time live. It is 3:05 p.m. Eastern Time here on the 27th of September. And yes, so we are still live. Welcome, Jack. It's good to see you, buddy. Anybody that is new to the chat, welcome. Again, my name is Christoph, and it's so very nice to meet you. If you are not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. Join us here on the Heart Train. We would love to have you as part of the fam. It's such a beautiful, safe space where you could feel uplifted, motivated, inspired, and just have a place to come and feel safe and not judged. So, welcome, guys. I would love for you to join us here on One Man, Three Hearts. Hit that subscribe button. Also, if you are enjoying the live, please show some love by tapping your screens and hitting that top right corner three dot drop down menu. Drea, what's up? Our member Drea entering the chat with another member. We got one more member. Thank you, Drea. Andrea, thank you. And thank you all so much for your sweet comments yesterday. I saw you guys. I want you to know that I really appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys showing up today and allowing me to reschedule. W's in the chat for our member, Drea, gifting us a membership. We really appreciate that, Drea. Addie, hello. She's a slotness. I love it. All the OGs are making their way to the chat. Hello, producer Jennifer is here with us as our moderator. Of course, the producer of the channel, co-content creator, marketing strategist, and the genius behind One Man, Three Hearts. Guys, give a big shout out and W's in the chat for producer Jennifer Cascardo. Addie, of course, of course. I couldn't forget you. You're such a sweetheart. Andre, hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much. Drea with another gifted membership to Cecile. Welcome to the boxcar, Cecile. Thank you, Drea. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. W's in the chat for Drea. Oh my God, Drea, so generous. Thank you. Who else is in the chat? Guys, who else is here with us today? Drea, you're the best. You really are the best. Thank you. Yes, the gang love, baby. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Thank you, Drea. Oh my God, it feels so good to be home. I want to, guys, get you guys caught up as to what my procedure was yesterday, and again, what was involved, and let you know a little bit more about why I had to have that procedure done. But I also want to let you guys know about something that happened on Wednesday in regards to the post that I have in the community post where I said I ended up in the emergency room on Wednesday and I was going to fill you guys in. So we have lots of updates. But before we get started, guys, please don't forget to visit our support links that are located in the bio description of my homepage. It's clearly labeled for your convenience now. If you go to my homepage in the bio section, you'll see where it says support links listed below. If you click that, it'll open up further, and we have a number of links where you can find the link to my book, One Man, Three Hearts, Nine Lives, which is now available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Kindle, and Audible. It's now available as a paperback ebook and most recently as an audiobook, so you guys can check that out at the link in my bio with over 100 five-star reviews. Again, my book, One Man, Three Hearts, Nine Lives, is available for purchase at the direct link in my bio. You can also check out the link to my short documentary, It Started with the Heart, a Sugar Beach digital production, now available distributed by DocuMarket on Vimeo for rental and purchase. We are accepted into 6 film festivals nationwide and even nominated for Best Short Documentary in one. So, guys, be sure to check out the link to both my short documentary and my book, which are now available at the direct links in my bio. I really appreciate the support. And guys, if you do watch the short documentary or read the book, I would really appreciate you guys leaving a comment or review. Producer Jennifer and I love to see your feedback, and we would also appreciate the help in future promotions, getting people interested in renting the short and reading the book. So your comments and your reviews are very valuable in that regard. Guys, don't forget, mark your calendars for October 5th, the 3-year anniversary of my short documentary. We will be having a virtual live movie night here together on the channel. We will all be renting and watching the short documentary together on our respective devices. So be sure to sign up for that. Hit that notify me on the live as well as notifications set to all. Again, guys, that's October 5th, the 3-year anniversary of the short documentary, starting at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Official Chewy, hello, it's good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Hi, guys. All right, so I want to go in chronological order and start with Wednesdays. Wednesday's freak accident. Well, not really an accident, but a freak situation. I woke up, I want to say it was about 5 a.m. on Wednesday morning, and I had been having a lot of discomfort throughout the night. I feel like also in my dream, I felt like something was hurting in my armpit, and I couldn't figure out what it was, and I'm like, dreaming, I'm thinking about the pain. Something was just feeling really uncomfortable on Wednesday morning. And so, like I said, I woke up around 5 a.m. Mind you, I had my dialysis session early, so I was supposed to be up around 5:30 anyway to get up for my treatment. But I got up and I was just in so much pain. I was having a lot of soreness and stinging and burning in my left armpit. So I actually had my caregiver come in a little bit early just to check in on my arm and see what was going on. And when he lifted up my t-shirt to take a look, his face said it all. Turns out I had a sebaceous cyst in my armpit that was about the size of like, I want to say like an apricot. It was pretty, an apricot pit. It was like pretty big and noticeable. Now, also because, mind you, I was due for dialysis treatment, I did have some extra fluid on board. And so I have learned throughout the years, it's been 6 years that I've been back on dialysis. If you want to know more about the dialysis process, the treatment, and everything that's involved with my transplant journey, you can check out some videos in my second kidney transplant journey playlist. I am back on dialysis and waiting for a second kidney transplant. My blood type is O, so anybody that's interested in being a living donor, you can also email me at oneman3hearts@gmail.com, and I will be happy to send you over the intake form to see if you're eligible to the ultimate act of human benevolence, kidney donation. Any kind of living donation, actually. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, Addie. So I went in for my dialysis treatment, and I was with my mom that morning, so she got a chance to look at it as well. Now, as I was saying, I've noticed that over the years, anytime I have extra fluid on board, any kind of lumps or bumps that I have tend to be exaggerated. So, as I was going through treatment and fluid was being pulled off through my dialysis, I noticed that the size of the cyst started to come down. However, that did not lessen the pain. The pain was very, very intense, and because of the location, that's where my caregiver will grab me to move me over to my wheelchair for my transfers. And so it's very, very painful, especially with touch or any kind of pressure. So my mom and I, after discussing a little bit, we decided the best thing to do would be to go to the emergency room and have them look at it and take care of it there. Long story short, I ended up going into the ER right by dialysis, and thankfully, I did not have to wait very long. They got me right in, they brought me back, and the doctor came in to see me shortly after I was placed in the patient room, in the emergency room. So after looking at it and examining, he realized that it was an infected sebaceous gland that caused that cyst to develop in my left armpit. And so the only way to really treat it was to open it up and drain it. So the doctor got his tools together and was assisted by one of the nurses, and together they numbed up the area nice and good so I did not feel any pain or discomfort while they were draining it. And then he used a scalpel to make a small incision and was able to express the contents of the cyst. And then after that, he stitched me up. I now have 3 stitches in my left armpit. Um, Again, guys, being that I am severely immunocompromised and I'm on a lot of anti-rejection meds, these things tend to happen, and I'm pretty prone to infections. Not just respiratory infections, but infections of any kind, because my immune system is very, very low, and that's to maintain the well-being and the health of my transplanted organ. Right now, that's my heart. And hopefully, God willing, when I do receive my kidney transplant, I will have to be on more anti-rejection meds. So again, that will make me susceptible to a lot of different infections and illnesses. Guys, please bear with me with my voice. Being that I did just have dialysis treatment, I am dehydrated, so my voice does get a little strained, and that's why I sound like that. Addie, it's funny. I feel like most of us don't know our blood type. I only know mine because of what I'm going through, but I could tell you that prior to my transplants, I had no idea what blood type I was, and most people usually have to ask their parents or go into their records to find out. Some people actually have to book an appointment with their doctors to go in and get blood work done just to confirm. So you're not out of the norm in that regard. Jake, what's going on? What's going on? So, Lucy Cat, yes. I was placed on clindamycin, which is an oral antibiotic, again, just to make sure that I was covered in case there was any kind of deeper infection to provide safety and coverage. Just because, once again, with my immunosuppression, after they opened me up and drained the cyst, I was now even more susceptible to any kind of bacteria getting into the incision, going into the opening. And so they stitched me up really well, but I just have to be careful with that. I cannot get it wet until tomorrow, right? That's 48 hours from Wednesday. So yesterday when I took my shower, I was very careful not to get it wet because, that can also be a breeding ground for infection. And I will be going back next week to get my stitches removed. My blood type is red. Jack, stop! Jack, comedy night is not until tomorrow, my friend. So bring those jokes heavy tomorrow night. Guys, again, we are going to have our comedy night special live here on One Man, Three Hearts tomorrow at 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time. I can't wait to get into that with you guys and share some laughs. She's a slot mess. I really hope that you'll be there. Some handsome fella. No problem, no problem. Welcome. We are happy to have you here with us regardless, and I hope that you'll stay for a little while and join us for Defining Happiness Live. Right now, I'm just giving you guys some updates as some wild things did take place during this week. Addie, that was fast. Addie's blood type is A positive. Nice. So I do accept, I mean, I am able to accept donors from both O negative and O positive blood types, and some A's are considered compatible, but you don't really know until you go through the process. They have had some A blood types that have been able to donate to the O blood type, but in general, O blood types are only able to receive from other O's. While we are the universal donor, we can only accept from O negative and O blood types. O positive blood types. Stephanie! Thank you so much, Stephanie. I appreciate that. Have a great and wonderful night. So I will say that today my cyst in my armpit is much smaller. It barely hurts at all. Yesterday was a little bit rough. You know how it is. The next day after any kind of injury is always followed up with a lot of soreness and discomfort. So yesterday it was hard for me to move my arm around, and especially during transfers, that was really painful. Um, Not to mention, yesterday was also my scheduled annual cardiac cath. So, for those of you that are not familiar with transplant, being that I am going on 20 years of having my second heart transplant, yes, November 5th, 2024 celebrates 20 years since receiving my second heart transplant. And so every year I am scheduled for what is called the annual workup. And I go through blood tests, echocardiogram, chest x ray, and also one of several tests are chosen for the year this year was my cardiac catheterization. They also have different echocardiograms that are used to further test the heart, but I just had a regular echo this year, and the catheterization is where they go in to check the arteries and the right side of your heart. So that was scheduled for yesterday. Ant-Man, welcome. Oh my gosh, Ant-Man, that's so funny. Well, welcome back. It's good to see you. I'm happy to have you in yet another live. Gee, what's going on? How are you? I love you too. Welcome to the live. Welcome. She's a soft nest, lots of pressure. I'm expecting you to bring it tomorrow night. Preppy, what's going on? How are you? It's good to see so many of our members in the chat. Guys, again, remember to check your emails and your spam just in case you get that renewal for your memberships. We really appreciate you guys rejoining and staying a part of your respective memberships here on the channel. Thank you guys so much. Welcome to all of our new viewers, our OG viewers, and our members. Thank you. Share, thank you, thank you. So I am familiar with cardiac caths. I've actually been having them since I first got sick when I was 6 years old. Um, that's how they first went in to check and see what was going on and were able to identify that I was in heart failure when I was just 6 years old back in 1990. So this is definitely nothing new for me, but I will say this, no matter how many times you've had a procedure or any kind of surgery, the nerves are not any less. Even though I'm familiar with what's involved, I know what the procedure is afterwards in terms of recovery, I still always get very nervous for these kinds of procedures just because you never know how it's going to go. You never know if some complications will arise. I've had my share of surgeries that were supposed to be routine that turned out otherwise. So I know how it goes, and so naturally, I'm just always a little bit nervous leading up to the procedure itself. That, and you're also unsure of what the results will be. Every time you go into a procedure, you have the risk of, coming out and getting some not so pleasant news. So that also had me a little bit on edge. Wednesday evening, when I got back from the emergency room shortly after I rested, I received a call from the OR, and they gave me all the intake, the prep, told me that I wasn't able to eat after midnight, and they also gave me the time of my procedure, which was for noon yesterday. They wanted me to come in at about 10 a.m. Luckily, the hospital is not too far from me. It's about 10 minutes, give or take, depending on traffic. Okay, if traffic is bad, it could take, who knows, over an hour to get like just a couple miles. But if the traffic is not too bad, I can usually make it to the hospital or back home in about 10 minutes or so. I was happy with the time. Usually they try to get me in as one of the first cases just because being NPO is really difficult and not having anything in my system especially with my condition and being that I am a fully disabled quadriplegic. Not having nutrition and getting a good breakfast in the morning leaves me feeling really weak. So they tried to get me in as early as they could. I was okay with the noon time slot because I can handle that. I usually don't have breakfast till around 11:30 a.m. anyway. So I knew that I wasn't going to be too hungry following the procedure. Now that is considering that they took me in on time. For those of you that are familiar with the hospital and everything that goes into like scheduling and testing and surgeries, there can be a lot of delays. Again, patients that went in before you can have a complication, and that causes like a delay in the schedule. So you just have to try your best to be patient. I was late yesterday in terms of when they took me in, but it wasn't astronomical. All right, it was about like an hour and a half. I want to say they took me in a little bit after 1:30 p.m. Now, mind you, I was scheduled for 12, so that's not that bad, in terms of like surgeries and stuff. Lucy Cat, yes, yes, yes. We welcome all jokes tomorrow. All jokes tomorrow. Yeah, she's a sob mess. Now my new nickname for you is Gremlin. Ha 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 ha! I love that. That's really sweet. Aw. Yeah, so with my procedures, usually that's the standard. NPO after midnight, which means nothing per oral, so you can't have anything to eat or drink. Now, I did have to take my 10 a.m. meds, and so they allowed me to take that with just a sip of water when I got there to the hospital. And I only took like my really important meds. So things like vitamins or any kind of extra meds I was able to leave out, and I just took those meds which were crucial. Guys, as we are chatting and I'm giving you updates, producer Jennifer is letting you know all the different ways that you can continue to show your support here on the channel. One man, three hearts. So, guys, please pay attention to our moderator, producer Jennifer's comments, as those have pertinent information in terms of how you could be supportive and help our channel to grow and be a part of our movement here as part of the Heart Train family. Thank you, producer Jennifer. Shout out to you. No, she's referencing the movie Gremlin, Addie. It's not an insult. The Gremlins are actually really adorable, especially Gizmo. Addie, you're so sweet. Thank you, Addie. I appreciate that. Woo! Woo 420 is in the chat. Welcome, Woo. So, yes, guys, I went in yesterday for my annual cardiac cath procedure. Shortly after getting to the hospital and registering, I was placed in room number 7, which those of you who know my birthday is July. So I was like, God wig. And I was placed in the room. From there, my caregiver, he helped me to get undressed. I had to get undressed completely and also remove all of my jewelry, which I was a little frustrated by because I have this bracelet. I don't know if you guys could see it on my right arm. It's a bracelet that I was given by my niece, my 5-year-old niece. She made this bracelet for me and it's tied on, so I would have to cut it off. So I actually asked my doctor if I could keep just that one piece of jewelry on. And he agreed. He was like, listen, it shouldn't be a big deal. So I was really happy about that. I didn't have to break the bracelet, but I was really nervous about that because I didn't want to take it off. But again, they make you remove your jewelry just in case there's any kind of emergency and they need access. They don't want to have anything that's impeding them because in the event of an emergency, like seconds are valuable. So you can imagine if they have to like try to take off your bracelet when they should be getting in an extra emergency line or something, or making an incision, that could really kind of put you at a disadvantage. Hello, Woo. Hello, hello. Guys, welcome, welcome everybody that's just joining. I'm just updating you in terms of yesterday's cardiac procedure and letting you know how that went, give you guys some behind the scenes info. and just letting you guys know everything that was involved and the results and all that good stuff. So I appreciate you guys joining. Angel, what's up, Angel? How are you? Another God wink in the chat. Welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Guys, don't forget to show some love here on the live. Double tap your screens, like the live, and also hit the top right corner, three-dot drop-down menu. Another thing that really helped me to feel at ease yesterday, besides being able to keep on my niece's bracelet, and just knowing that she was going to be with me in surgery, was my anesthesiologist. Now, for some of my OGs, you may be familiar with the fact that every time I go for my trach changes, I have a special and loving anesthesiologist. Shout out to Dr. Andrea, who's actually also celebrating the first birthday of her sweet, adorable little girl. Shout out Dr. Andrea for always making me comfortable and safe during my procedures. Dr. Andrea is also an anesthesiologist that allows me to play music. She'll play some Ed Sheeran for me when I'm in the OR, and I'm always so grateful because that immediately settles my nerves. But she knows me really well. We've known each other for over 15 years now. And so she knows the perfect cocktail in terms of keeping me comfortable and making sure that I am fast asleep throughout my procedures. And, I just always feel better knowing that she's in the room. So I tried to schedule most of my surgeries around her schedule. She's told me that, I should call her first to confirm her availability, and then from there we can move ahead and schedule my procedures. So if she's not available, she assigns someone from her team to overlook the procedure and gives them specific instructions. And that's only happened a couple times, but she was again with me yesterday, so I felt really, really safe and comfortable. With this procedure, what's involved is the doctor makes a decision to either go in through the artery in your wrist or the artery in your groin. Now, I've never had my wrist access for a catheterization. It's always been through my groin. But, sometimes people are not able to have access or they develop a lot of scar tissue, so the artery in the wrist is the next option. And what happens is the doctor goes in through that artery and they take a small camera that's inserted into the groin that goes up and is wired all the way up into the arteries of my heart, where they can take a look around and make sure that the heart is clear, that my arteries are nice and clear, there's no blockages of any kind. They also go in and check the pressures in my heart, which they like to be nice and low. Sometimes they'll go in and do what's called a biopsy, and they will take small microscopic pieces of the heart just to test for any rejection. But yesterday I did not have that done. Yesterday was just to check the arteries and the pressures. So they did go in through my right groin. Prior to surgery, I had to make sure that I cleaned up the area nice and good. I also shaved my groin so that they did not have to worry about doing that when I got in there. I had my caregiver do that for me. And then I take a nice long shower with antibacterial soap the night before the surgery as well as the morning of. That just prevents any kind of infection, any sepsis, and then they clean me up as well with lots of betadine and antibacterial when I go into the OR. All right, Addie, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. It's okay, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. You come in, pop in, say hi. I appreciate the love and I appreciate whatever time that you guys are able to spend with me here on the chat. So thank you. Addie, I'll see you again soon, okay? Don't forget, tomorrow night is our comedy night special. So we're going to be live tomorrow night at 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, again, Sunday morning. Sunday morning at 9:15 p.m. a.m. Eastern Time. And don't forget, guys, we have October 5th, our movie night, our virtual movie night. So be sure to set your notifications for that as well. Don't forget to visit our support links. Guys, check out the links in my bio. Visit my merch line, 5heartsmerch.com. Get yourself some swag, some merch where you could represent from our brand, One Man, Three Hearts, as well as raise awareness for very important topics like organ donation, uh, disability, rare diseases, myofibrillar myopathy, which is a condition that I am currently fighting. So, guys, again, visit our merch website, fiveheartsmerch.com. You'll also find a link to my GoFundMe, where you can make a generous contribution and donation to support all things One Man, Three Hearts. And do not forget the link to our memberships, where you can join my members. You want to join my members? The link to my box car, parlor car, life coach club car, and our newly launched virtual drop inspirational seminar. Can you guys hear me now? Hello? Okay. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't hit mute, so I had no idea. Sorry. Oh my God. Whew. Okay. What was the last thing you heard? What was the last thing you heard, guys? Because I don't know. I don't know when I was mute. I had no idea that it went mute. Okay, thank you so much. You guys just let me know where I. What did you not hear anything after I froze? Do you guys just mind letting me know? Anybody in the chat? Right after member singing. Oh my god, I feel like that was a while ago. It was when Riley said hi. We were singing. Okay, wow, wow, okay. So we gotta go back. Uh, so, no problem. We're chilling, no problem. Okay. So yesterday, what I was trying to tell you was that I am a very difficult stick. And so yesterday, when I went into the procedure room, the longest part of getting me set up for my surgery was having the IV placed. Now, because I have been through so many different procedures and surgeries, I have overused veins. And so it's very difficult to not only stick me to get an IV access, but even for regular blood draws. It takes forever, and that's like the hardest part of any procedure for me is getting IV access. Uh, Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, forgive me. I'm going to try and pay attention more to the chat as I'm talking. It's just difficult for me to try to sometimes read and stay in the moment of my thoughts as well, but I'm going to try to do better. So please bear with me. So yes, yesterday was no different in terms of IV access. They even tried to go in with ultrasound, which helps them to locate the veins a little bit easier. At first, they attempted to put the IV in my right bicep, in my upper arm, because I cannot use my left arm at all for any kind of access. I can't even take blood pressures on my left arm because I have a fistula in my left arm, which is my dialysis access that I had for my first round of dialysis back in 2004. And so since having a fistula placed, I can no longer use my left arm for access. So that makes the options quite limited in terms of where they can place an IV or get blood from. I'm feeling good, Rebecca. I'm feeling good. Okay, Preppy Life, have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much. So they tried to place the IV in my right bicep, but unfortunately that infiltrated twice. And for those of you that have ever had an IV infiltrate, it is so painful. Even with the numbing medication on board, it was so excruciating. And so, it took quite a few attempts. They then tried again in my forearm, no success because the vein rolled. And then they actually placed the IV in my finger. So that's what I was showing you here. I was trying to show you where they placed it. You can't really tell because it's pretty much healed right now, but that's where they were finally able to place the IV. So I do have a lot of soreness in my right bicep just because of the infiltration. It's like black and blue and swollen. It's not pretty, but I was happy that they were eventually able to get an IV in my hand and that they didn't have to use my foot. They've had to do that a few times, and the foot is like one of the worst places for access. It's super, super painful and uncomfortable. Rebecca, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Travion, what's going on? Welcome back, my friend. It's good to see you. Diamond, welcome, welcome. Thank you. So yeah, so they got me off to sleep, and then I don't really remember anything after that. I woke up in recovery, and I immediately was in a lot of pain. So the thing with this type of procedure is that because of the access where they go in through the groin, and that's a major artery, it takes a while for the bleeding to stop. And so in order to help that process along and to avoid any major bleeding, you have to lay flat for about 3.5, 4 hours, depending on the person. For me, it was about 3.5 hours following the procedure itself. Now, mind you, that's already after laying for a good hour, depending how long they take with the surgery on the operating table. So when I woke up, I am not used to laying flat, and also because of how frail I am, just having my body in that position for so long was so painful. Not to mention the pain in the groin itself from where they went in. And so I woke up and immediately I was just felt so uncomfortable. I was writhing in pain and I was counting down the minutes. Like it was so difficult just to stay like that and endure all of that discomfort for as long as I had to. Hello. Ant-Man, no, it's actually not. Once the hardest part I would say of an IV stick for the hand is when they initially put it in. But once they remove the needle and it's just the plastic part that's in, after a couple minutes, you don't even really notice that it's there. But I will say this, if it's in like your finger or like somewhere that you have to move your hand, like I had an IV in my thumb once, and that was just so uncomfortable just because you're constantly using your thumb, you know what I mean? So it's constantly moving the IV around. But if you have it like in the top of your hand here or even by the wrist, like it's not so bad. But if it's like in the crease of the wrist or like in the crease of your upper arm where you're bending, that will be painful, yes. Travion, nice. How was your day? I hope you had a great day. TGIF, buddy. TGIF, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope that you're all going into the weekend feeling good, feeling energized, that you have some good plans this weekend, and that you get to relax and enjoy. I mean, yes. So while I was in the recovery room following my procedure, I did get pain meds, but it really didn't help too much with the back. It really was helping mainly with like the surgery itself, like the groin. But they do give me pain meds. Now, because of my history with addiction, they try not to overdo the pain meds with me. They try to be very careful. So I didn't get too much, just enough to keep me out of too much discomfort. But I will say, guys, the doctor called my mom while I was in the recovery room right after the procedure, and his exact words were, I am so excited and happy to be able to give you the best news ever. Christoph's heart could not possibly be any healthier at this stage. Now, again, being that I am almost 20 years out of second heart transplant, this is the time where my doctors and the medical team tend to get a little concerned because anything can start to come up now. It's been a good run with my second heart. And so that's why it's also really important to stay on top of these tests, get checked up regularly, and go in to make sure that everything's copacetic. And so I was really pleased, and I'm still just floating, knowing that my heart is really healthy. The pressures were nice and low, my arteries are nice and clear, everything looked pristine and beautiful and very healthy. And so, again, I want to thank you guys so much for all of your prayers, your thoughts, and well wishes for yesterday's procedure because it is a very big deal. And, they told me ahead of time if they go in and they see any kind of blockage, they would have to put in a stent or try to put in a balloon to clear up the area. So I'm so happy that I did not have to have any of those things done and that there were no complications in terms of the bleeding or anything like that. I will tell you that the end of that 3 hours when I was finally able to sit up and give some relief to my back, I had the biggest smile plastered on my face, and my nurses were cracking up because they were like, oh my gosh, look at that smile. Somebody is so comfortable and happy to be up. And I really was, after being in complete agony for over 3 hours, it was such a sweet relief to be able to sit up and release that pressure off of my back and my groin. So I was really a happy camper once I was able to get up and get dressed and leave. Bobby! What's going on? Hello, Bobby. How are you? Welcome to the chat. I'm just updating everybody on yesterday's procedure, letting you guys know what was involved, as well as the results, which I just finished telling you the results were stellar. They were absolutely perfect, and the doctor could not have been more pleased with how my heart, my arteries, and the pressures inside the heart all looked yesterday. So that was good news, guys. Here's to another 20 years with my transplant. Siggy, hello. Siggy, I am living with a very rare condition called myofibrillar myopathy, Siggy. I would love for you to join us here on my channel, One Man, Three Hearts. Hit that subscribe button. We would love for you to be a part of our family, the Heart Train family, and also I do have some playlists where you can get to know me better. You can find out all of those in the answers to your frequently asked questions. I have my top 10 answers playlist, my second kidney transplant journey playlist, as well as my heart train playlist and the documentary playlist. Taylor, thank you, Taylor, thank you. W's in the chat. Hey, hey, hey. JFK, what's going on? How are you? And so to tie in to today's live, defining happiness, I really want you guys to know, like, just how much happiness it brought me to be able to wake up from surgery and look on my phone and see so many messages from you guys, so many comments, so many beautiful words. Like, all night last night, producer Jennifer and I were just going through your comments and feeling really, really grateful for our beautiful community that we have built here on the Heart Train. It's really, really uplifting. You guys are so full of encouragement and really make me want to keep fighting day in and day out. Thank you, 6 cents Amelia, blessing the chat with our super thanks. Kia ora from the Lurkers Lounge Heart Train fams. Ah ha ha ha, Amelia. Well, I'm happy to have you here. Lurking or not, we appreciate your presence and thank you so much for the super. Guys, W's in the chat for Amelia. W's in the chat for 6 cents, Amelia. Big blue love, baby. So I'm so thankful, guys, because on days like yesterday, um, it could have gone very differently. And so, one, I'm really happy that I was able to get good results. I was happy that I didn't have to be admitted, that they didn't have to put a stent in or a balloon or do anything like that they were in and out. I was really happy that there was no traffic and that I was able to get home nice and quickly so that I could get back into bed. And I was really, really happy to be able to just engage with all of your comments and lay here and just read your sweet words. They were all so touching, and I want you to know that I saw every single one of them. And throughout today and tomorrow, I'll be responding and getting back to you with my members being the priority of all the comments. So if you would like to be prioritized in your interactions, then be sure to join my members. You want to join my members? Don't forget to join my members. You want to join my members? Again, guys, thank you so much for being here with me today. We are already at 41 likes. Let's keep that momentum going by double tapping your screens and hitting the like button, or also hitting the top right corner, three-dot drop-down menu, and thumbs upping the live. Thank you guys so much. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join the Heart Train family, and also don't forget to visit our support links that are located. Hello! Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Yes, I do. I do enjoy the banter very much so. So, yeah, guys, I was really happy also. Okay, so I like to treat myself after a procedure to enjoy a good meal, especially being NPO for midnight. By the time I get out of surgery, I am so hungry. And so yesterday I got discharged a little after 6 p.m. So it was a pretty long day, and mind you, I had not eaten anything since dinner the night before, and so my caregiver, mom, and I, we picked up some food from a Dominican restaurant that we love right by the hospital, and I came home. And when I tell you I was so focused, like I think that I finished my plate in like record time, in like under 15 minutes. I was inhaling that food. It was so good. I got half rotisserie chicken, rice and beans, yellow rice and red beans, and sweet plantains. They have a special on their chicken. The early bird special, but before 7 p.m., which we just made, and oh my gosh, it was just worth every bite. So I came home, and then, producer Jennifer and I, we caught up. I updated her on everything, and then I just crashed. Now, I woke up this morning and was feeling a little bit sore, still sore in my leg. Mind you, I do have a hole in my groin still. They don't stitch it. They do put a plug in to stop the bleeding, which just dissolves and becomes part of the body. Um, but nonetheless, I feel like throbbing. It kind of feels like I have a heartbeat in my groin, to be honest with you. Like I feel like the pulsing right there in my artery, right in my groin, and it kind of goes down my leg a little bit. Keeping my leg elevated does help with that discomfort. I notice that when I'm sitting up in the wheelchair, just because the gravity is pulling all that blood down to the groin, it is a little bit more painful. So I am feeling a little bit better right now. But more than anything, I'm just grateful for good results. I'm grateful that my heart is safe and intact. And, for me, talk about defining happiness. For me right now, knowing that my health is intact, that I don't have any kind of issues lingering, no infections, that makes me very, very happy. As I'm sure that you can imagine, over the course of my life and everything that I've survived and overcome, I've learned to really value my health, and I've realized just how important it is, And of course, all of us, we realize and recognize that our health is important, but sometimes we tend to get caught up, and, as we go through life and go through the day to day, we tend to forget just how blessed we are. Like, you ever notice that, you wake up with a sore throat, and it's only then that you start to say to yourself, well, I wish I had appreciated my throat feeling good all those days prior. Hey, Emmanuel. Sorry, guys. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. Can you swipe up again? Are we back? Sorry, guys. I don't know what all these glitches are today. Thank you. Yeah, we're back. Okay. Thank you, guys. I appreciate your patience with me today. I'm not sure what's going on. It's like glitch after glitch after glitch. It's like glitch, glitch. All right. Once again, where did we leave off? Where was I when you lost me? Because I was elaborating on my happiness, defining happiness, at least for me personally. 4 minutes? Was I really talking for that long before? Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Okay, you could hear me. I was just blank. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so guys, so for me, like I've really learned to value my health, and every day that I feel good. Oh, I was talking about sore throats. So, like I was saying, you ever notice that when you have a sore throat or a runny nose or you're not feeling well, that's the time when you start to say, geez, I wish I had appreciated how good I felt in the days prior. You know, because that's how it is for me. Like, it's only when I have something wrong that it kind of reminds me, you know, like when we're feeling good, you don't have any reason to pay attention to it. So it's almost like you have to get in the habit of training your mind to kind of check in every once in a while and recognize your blessings or how fortunate you are. Like right now, as I said, that I'm so grateful that my throat is feeling good, that I don't have any congestion, that I'm not coughing, that I don't have any pain. So you have to do your very best to try to recognize that and not only recognize it when things are wrong. True. Truth is, producer Jennifer, you make the world a dangerous place to live in only if you mess with the producer. That's the only time it's dangerous. You don't want to mess with the producer, Jennifer. Connor, Connor Crane, I hope you're having a blessed day, brother. Thank you, Connor. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Woo420 says, happiness stems from good health with W stream. Amen. 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 Because let's face it, when we're healthy and when we're feeling good, everything else kind of follows that. You ever notice that when you're not feeling well, you don't even feel like doing anything at all? When we're sick, how many of you just want to curl up in bed and do absolutely nothing? You don't want to talk to anybody, you're not in the mood for anything, your appetite is awful. And so when you're feeling good, that's when everything else kind of comes afterwards. And so health is really, really important and something that we definitely should not take for granted. And so for me, like even despite today having soreness in my leg and my arm being sore because of the infiltrated IV, I'm able to still just be in such a great mood, knowing that my heart is just so healthy and in great condition. Like I can't even tell you how many times, like throughout yesterday evening and into today, I would just remember that and it would just put the biggest smile on my face. I'm so grateful. Especially with a transplant, you got to be very careful. And like I said, anything can happen to change that. Anything can happen to compromise your organ. And so the fact that my heart is in good shape is a true blessing, and I'm very grateful. Soko, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Guys, let's keep liking the live. Show some love. We're going to be on for about, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes more or so, and then I'm going to rest up before dinner. But I did just want to come on and, touch base with you guys. I know that you guys were looking forward to yesterday's live. I'm so happy that we're able to be here together today, and I appreciate your understanding of my having to reschedule. And I'm really, really grateful, again, for all of your support yesterday, all of your beautiful comments, your words of encouragement, those of you that were praying for a good outcome. Your prayers were answered. In fact, again, for those of you that may have missed that update, the doctor could not have been happier with the state of my heart. He literally said that he could not have found my heart in better condition, and that is such an ultimate blessing for someone like me. Diamond says, I have a cousin that has had bad lungs, and she also has asthma. Oh, wow, really? Well, your cousin sounds like an absolute warrior. Can you please tell them? Tell them for me that I said that. Good. Thank you all so much, Foxy. Hello, Foxy. Welcome, welcome to the chat. My name is Christoph, and it's so nice to meet you, Foxy. I appreciate you being here. Welcome. I hope that you will hit that subscribe button and join us here on my channel, One Man, Three Hearts. All right, so I want to ask you guys in the chat, as we are defining happiness, what are some things that you personally, and again, there's no wrong answer here, but what are some things that bring you happiness in the chat? Let me know. You could let me know. It doesn't have to be specific if you don't want to. You could be generalized, but I appreciate the more specific answers as well. Again, for me, my health. Now, mind you, right, because I'm so limited with the things that I'm able to do in life, I've really had to put in the work to redefine what happiness looks like for me. I've had to work very hard in the last several years to shift my perspective, to place my focus on other things in life, things that I once was able to do that I'm no longer able to do. Things that brought me happiness that I can no longer able to do. I've had to now, find new things that bring me happiness. I've had to look to different areas and aspects of my life for ways to have fun and enjoy myself and still have a fruitful, prosperous life despite my condition. And so some of those things for me are, again, my health, my family, my loved ones, my friends, being able to enjoy a good conversation, even though I am now needing to be spoon fed. I love being able to enjoy a good meal. I'm very grateful for the fact that I can still taste food and enjoy some of my favorite foods. Things like watching a good movie, enjoying a good book, and also creativity. My creative outlets are very much a big source of my happiness. I can't tell you how much I love and enjoy creating content alongside producer Jennifer for all of you guys. Just being able to share different aspects of my life through shorts, through videos, through community posts, and also through my writing. It really, really means a lot to me, and just being able to reach so many of you on such a deep level lights my soul on fire. And that's why I know that this is what I'm called to do, because even though I am working very hard, it doesn't feel like that. Anytime that I'm creating for you guys, engaging with you, or putting on a seminar, or speaking to you, writing, all of those are, so uplifting for me. They really make me feel so fulfilled, and they bring me a lot of joy. Yeah, man, says my son brings me happiness. Oh, I love that. That's really beautiful. Raheem, what's going on? How are you? Yes, I'm okay, my friend. My name is Christoph, and it's so nice to meet you. I'm a fully disabled quadriplegic who is living with a very rare genetic muscle disease called myofibrillar myopathy. And I want to welcome you to our live here on my channel, One Man, Three Hearts, where we are defining happiness. Yes, producer Jennifer, absolutely. We really enjoy all and each one. Truth is inspirational and fills our big smiles daily. Diamond says it's my family and going to the park, grounding, it's really freeing. Just to be in nature and to be thankful for everyday life. Wow, that's beautiful. I love that. Yeah, I used to do a lot of grounding prior, and I haven't in a while, but I should do that. Like, I should just go to the park and take off my shoes and my socks and put my feet on the ground in the sand. I mean, in the grass, you see? My mind is already at a beach. I want to be on a beach. God bless you. Thank you. Raheem, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, Raheem, I'm so sorry to hear about your dad. Wishing him a speedy recovery, and I hope he can get out of the hospital quickly. A big yes to parks. Yes, I love a park. I love parks. Enjoying someone's company. Okay, I love that for me. Like, I love having like a family member, a friend that I could just sit around, talk, laugh, vent to. Good company is priceless. It really is. I love traveling. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, man. I love traveling too. I think that it's so fun to be able to experience different cultures, see different places, experience different ways of life. We have a whole globe that we can visit and experience. God willing, you have the funds and you're able to, but if you are able to travel, take full advantage of that. You know, it's such an amazing experience. I agree with you. Producer Jennifer is an OG Parks and Recreation supporter. Yes, indeed. Foxy says I subscribed. I wish I could stay here, but my family is currently sleeping, and I'm secretly on my phone and tried to and tired. So good night, and I hope you get better soon. Thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing, guys. Welcome, Foxy, to the Heart family. Welcome, welcome, and sweet dreams. We appreciate you being here, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. I'm going to be live again tomorrow night at 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time, 9:15 a.m. Eastern Time on Sunday morning. So be sure to set your notifications and join us again whenever you're able. Yes, Raheem. Hey man, me too. Same here. Raheem says I am Muslim, but I respect all religions. Yes, amen. Raheem saying same. We are a welcoming channel here. We do not judge, and everybody, all walks of life, all beliefs are welcome. The power of sum up is unstoppable. Grow the heart train. Amen. Amen. Diamond says the place that I want to visit is New Zealand because I want to meet the people and also visit Hobbit Land because of the Lords of the Rings movies was filmed there. Oh yes, yes, absolutely. I would love to visit as well. That's very cool. That's cool. I've been to Panama, Italy, and it's amazing to travel. Wow. Italy and France. Oh, thank you. Fiona. Hello, welcome, welcome. My name is Christoph Fiona. It's so nice to meet you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome. So, what are some other things that make you guys happy, that bring you happiness? You know, it's funny. I say this a lot, but in many ways, I'm very thankful to my condition because it has made me hyper aware of my blessings. You know, there's so many things in my life that I took for granted. So many things that I failed to recognize, and I feel like now I am more appreciative just because I'm so in touch and in tune with how lucky and blessed I actually am. You know, I now can sit outside and just appreciate the scenery. I can appreciate the fact that I'm able to see out of my eyes and embrace all of the world's beauty. I'm grateful to feel the sun on my skin and the warmth and able to feel nice and cozy and wrapped up by the sun like I'm in a blanket. I love feeling a nice cool breeze, listening to the sounds of the animals, the birds chirping or crickets, whatever it may be. You know, those are so many things that I can't even tell you how many years went by and I failed to appreciate those little, well, not so little, they're actually very big blessings in life, but you know, to most of us, they can appear little or very insignificant because we're just so used to them. And we just go through the everyday motions of life, failing to recognize so much beauty that is out there in the world. You know, and like one of you said earlier, just being able to, you know, sit outside and enjoy someone's company or have a nice conversation at the park or sitting on the beach or sitting at the pier by the water. Like, those are such beautiful moments for me that bring me a lot of happiness. But happiness is also subjective and all relative, you know. Happiness is different from person to person. And what makes me happy may not necessarily make you happy, and vice versa. And so that's why I said defining happiness is, subjective. And that's why I was asking you in the chat to let me know what makes you happy. Big text indeed, indeed. Okay, Ant-Man, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you being here. Woo, wow. You're in store for a treat tonight. Tomorrow night, we're having our comedy night special. Tomorrow, Saturday night, we're having our comedy night social here on One Man Three Hearts. I would love for you to come. And guys, bring your best jokes. Again, we are a parental consent compliant channel, so, due to the mature nature of tomorrow night's live, we do ask that you have parental consent to join us because the jokes are definitely going to get wild. I have a feeling. I just have a feeling. But again, I'm really looking forward to that. I love to laugh. Being able to laugh is one of my favorite things. You know, I love stand up comedy. I love open mics and going to see people who perform comedy. It's just such a beautiful thing, and so I think that we're gonna have a lot of fun tomorrow night. Again, we're gonna start at 9:45 p.m. Eastern time, so set your notifications here on my channel to all so you do not miss out. We're gonna have a great time. Love always wins. Amen. Amen. Yes, oh my gosh, absolutely. It's been a long week. So I'm really excited to be able to just let loose with you guys, not take the day too seriously, and just kind of let go of all of that stress and all of the craziness of the week. It'll be a good time. Your girl Sky! Of course I do. Of course I do. Welcome, my friend, welcome. Move 420! Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Happiness is what we make it. I'm going to say that one more time. Happiness is what we make it. And very often, you could choose your happiness. You know, if you are feeling down, upset, sad, anxious, depressed, if you catch yourself and put in the work, and if you really want it bad enough, I promise you that you can turn that around for yourself. I promise that you can get to a place of being happy and content. You know, there were so many things that happened to me in my life that I told myself, like, I don't know how I'll ever be able to be happy in this condition. You know, when I was first starting to need the wheelchair full time and I was fully debilitated, I really thought that there was no point in living anymore. I'm like, how am I ever going to enjoy life when I can't even move? And all that's going to happen is that I'll continue to get weaker. There were so many moments, like when I would play a board game with my niece and I couldn't reach the pieces, or as it got harder to roll the die, like all of those things made me incredibly sad. But little by little, I had to work through those feelings. I had to get to a place of acceptance first. And then from there, I was able to move into a space of being happy and grateful. Thank you, your girl Sky. Thank you. I appreciate that. I am. I had a surgical procedure yesterday for my annual heart cardiac cath, and everything was amazing. Everything was super healthy. My heart looks fantastic. Raheem, I'm from New Jersey, my friend. I'm from New Jersey. Yes, guys, producer Jennifer is reminding us the gifted memberships from August are now pending in your email. Please check your spam as well. Today's live is sponsored by our Boxcar member. Finally, join now. Family, sorry, family. Hi. Hi, Mom. Oh, hi. Hello. My name is Christoph. It's so nice to meet you. Good. I appreciate you letting your daughter hang out with us here on my channel, One Man, Three Hearts. Mom, we would love for you to join us and hit that subscribe button yourself. It's not just for your daughter. You can have some fun too. There's enough Quadfather to go around. Hello. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody. Okay. Raheem is from Chechnya. Diamond is from Mississippi. Welcome back, Annie. Welcome back. It's always good to see when you guys pop back on. Nice, Mrs. Redneck. Ranger, hello. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I'm from New Jersey. It's so nice to meet you, though. Very cool. Texas. Okay, cool. Chechnya. Right? Is that how I said it? I hope I'm not butchering that. Yeah, excuse me, sorry. It's almost nap time, guys. Almost nap time. Thank you, thank you. Mrs. Redneck Ranger, I appreciate that. Thank you. I try my very best, you know. We are not perfect, but all we can do is try our best. I will say, guys, you guys are such a big part of my happiness. You know, there are so many days that you remind me of my worth. You remind me of just how amazing I am. You know, your comments are so uplifting, and your words are touching straight to my heart. Every time you guys leave a comment or continue to engage with the channel, it reminds me that I am here for a reason and that my purpose is strong and it will be fulfilled. You know, again, it was not easy to get here. It has taken a lot of internal work on my part. It's taken me making up my mind that I'm not going to let my condition control me or hold me back from success or living my very best life. No, no, no. I determined that I am the main character in my own story. And so you have to do everything you can to fight against those negative thoughts, those negative emotions that will do everything to kind of trick you into thinking that life isn't worth it or that, you know, your issues, your problems, whatever it is that you may be facing will last forever. That's not true, my friends. Okay? Nothing lasts forever. The good times and the bad. But more importantly, focus on the fact that the bad times will not be around forever. And that you will get through it and get to a place where you can handle it. God promise you will. Thank you, Lucy Cat. Thank you. DMB Derek, what's up? How are you? Thank you. Thank you. What might be hit on? Oh, my documentary is about my life story, everything I've gone through and everything that I've survived. So it starts when I was just 6 years old, February 23rd, 1990. Um, and it covers my pacemaker, my two heart transplants, my kidney transplant, my gallbladder removal, liver stones, kidney stones, respiratory failure, thyroid cancer, and so it kind of just takes you through my life story in a very concise way. However, there is so much to expand upon. There's so much more to share, so much more that we would love for you guys to be able to be a part of. And so that's why I'm inviting you to visit the GoFundMe link in my bio and make a generous contribution to support all things One Man, Three Hearts. Raheem, no, I'm okay. My eyes after dialysis, They just get very dry and itchy. Thank you, Raheem. Thank you. Steve says, "Hi guys, it's Special Forces. I had to change my name. Sadly, how are you, sir? Absolute warrior. Great to see you looking well. I hope everyone is well. Thank you. Special Forces, thank you so much. Why did they do that to your name? Your name was so badass, Steve." Wu says, "Real check. Ex-military hitman that starts an acting class. It's a comedy drama, but your chickens, shelters are cool." Oh, so nice. All right, guys, do not forget, tomorrow's our comedy night social. We're having a comedy night live, so please bring your jokes. Dad jokes, raunchy jokes, all the jokes, disability jokes. Bring them. Bring them tomorrow. Let's laugh. Let's let loose. Let's have some snacks. Let's enjoy each other's company and just have a great time. Tomorrow night, 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time. And then Sunday morning, we're going to be a little bit earlier, guys. 9:15 a.m. Eastern Time. Here on my channel, One Man, Three Hearts. So definitely set your notifications. Okay, Steve, wow. I wonder why. That's crazy. Well, Steve, regardless, we love you, and we know that you're special forces, my friend. So here, you will be special forces for us. Right, Woo? How rude. How dare they, right, Woo? Yes, yes. Yes, amen. Amen, guys. And so remember, you can always change your perspective on life. You can always shift your attitude. You can always make yourself feel better about things. It's all just, you have to make a conscious effort to do so. Happiness lies in what we make. Happiness lies in our perception, our perspective, our able to see things through a different lens and put a spin on it. If it's like something that should be daunting, I promise you, I can't even tell you how many times my mom and I have been in the hospital together just cracking up because we do our very best to try to turn a negative situation into a positive one, and we try to look on the bright side. We try to enjoy each other's company. We try to play games or watch shows together and make that time go a little bit faster, and we just end up bonding and getting super close, and it's really, really just a great way to shake off that negativity and remind yourself what you're really, truly thankful for. She's a Samba says, "You could pick your friends, you could pick your nose, but it's forward. But it's frowned upon to pick your friend's nose." It is frowned upon. I don't know how I would feel if someone tried picking my nose, even as a quadriplegic. Oh, Sambes is ready. Sambes is ready. I can't wait. That's going to be a good one. All right, guys, I am starting to fade. So I am going to leave you. I want to thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We are so close to 50 likes. Can we get one more like for 50? Just to close it off strong. One like for 50 likes here. Yes, it looks like it. Guys, definitely check your subscription. Make sure you're still subscribed. We're getting a clean sweep here, so be sure. Also, set your notifications to all so that you don't miss out on any exciting new content. All things One Man, Three Hearts. Guys, we have a new video premiering tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So you can go and register for that. I will be in the live chat in the morning, so I would love for you guys to pop in while the video is playing, ask any questions that you may have, or just come in and chill with me. I would appreciate that. Again, guys, that's 10 a.m. Eastern Time. The video is now up as a premiere, so you could go and like it. Get yourself ready and hit notify me on that video. It's called um, Look, No Ventilator, How I Empower My Breathing. That's what it's called. It's called Look, No Ventilator, How I Empower My Breathing. So go check that out on my page and hit the like button. You can start to comment. I'll see you when I go in the live chat tomorrow. Yes, Lucy Cat. Hugs, hugs. And guys, don't forget to visit the support links in my bio. There you'll find the link to my book, One Man, Three Hearts, Nine Lives, which is now available on Amazon, Barnes& Noble, Kindle, and also available on paperback, ebook, and also audiobook as on Audible. You can check that out at the direct link in my bio. Now with over 100 5-star reviews, One Man, Three Hearts, Nine Lives is available for your reading pleasure on Amazon, Barnes& Noble, and Kindle and Audible. Also, do not forget to visit my short documentary link in the bio as well. It Started with the Heart is now available for rental and purchase, distributed by DocuMarket. It's a Sugar Beach digital production with 6 film festival laurels and even nominated for Best Short Documentary and won. Again, It Started with the Heart, my miraculous survival story. Short documentary is now available at the direct link in my bio for rental and purchase, distributed by DocuMarket. You can also check out my merch line, 5heartsmerch.com, the number 5heartsmerch.com, and get yourself some swag, some merch. We have so many cool designs for you to choose from, colors, and really awesome styles. So check that out. Again, that's 5heartsmerch.com. I can't wait to get myself some more gear. And I really appreciate you guys repping for the brand as well as myofibrillary myopathy, rare diseases, organ donation, and disability all over the world. So please, guys, again, help me to continue to grow by visiting my merch website, 5heartsmerch.com. You can also join my members. You want to join my members? Don't forget to join my members. You want to join my membership tiers, the Boxcar tier membership, the Parlor Car tier membership, the Life Coach Club Car tier membership, as well as our newly launched virtual drop inspirational seminar tour tier membership. Yes! Well, you know how I do. We always got to power through, buddy. Also, guys, it is keynote speaking seminar season, so I would really appreciate you guys endorsing my skills on LinkedIn as a seminar speaker. Again, my full name is Christophe Lavantat. You can check that out on LinkedIn and endorse my skills. Also, if you would like to book me, whether it's for a virtual or in-person life-changing keynote speaking seminar, you can email me at oneman3hearts@gmail.com. The number one man, the number 3hearts@gmail.com. Wait, can you hear me? Producer Jennifer, can you hear me? No. Okay, okay. I wasn't sure if I glitched out. Okay, thank you. I wasn't sure if I went out. Yes, we love you all. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys really are the best. Again, thank you all so much for continuing to engage with the channel. I appreciate all of your shares, your comments, your likes. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow is our Comedy Night Social, so stay tuned for that. Set your notifications, as well as tomorrow morning's premiere video on my channel at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Look, No Ventilator, How I Empower Myself to Breathe. You definitely want to check that out. That's going to be tomorrow at 10 a.m. And our live tomorrow night is going to be 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time. That's our comedy night social. So bring those jokes. I'm sure going to need them after this crazy week that I had. And I really, really, really appreciate it. Really appreciate you guys being here and just having fun with me. Tomorrow night is going to be a blast. I cannot wait. We're going to have such a good time together. Thank you for 50 likes, guys. And again, thank you all for watching the videos, the shorts, and commenting on the posts. I really appreciate your support. Keep it going, keep that momentum going, and set your notifications to all. We're going to have a great time. Thank you guys again. I'm so happy to be home and feeling good and having my heart in pristine condition. Don't forget, guys, to define happiness the way that you see fit. Happiness is what you make it. Engage in the things that bring you joy, things that make you happy. Life is too short to be anything but happy. Okay? And you can get there. If I can be happy with everything that I'm facing and dealing with, then I know that you can get there too. I believe in you and I have full confidence that you too can achieve and embrace happiness, whatever way that looks like to you. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to take a nap. I'll be popping on later to respond to your comments and just show you guys some love once more. But if not, if I don't see you tonight, then I will see you tomorrow morning for our premiere at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And then again tomorrow night for our comedy night social. All right, guys, I love you. I appreciate you. I love you too, Chewy. Have a wonderful rest of your night. TGIF. Happy Friday. And enjoy a wonderful, fantastic, amazing weekend. I love you guys. Have a great, great night. I love you. Emmanuel? You hit the X ray. Bye, guys. I'll see you in the premiere. I'll be in the chat.